Okay, here we go. Another episode of There's Nothing in the Card Shop to Break That Wouldn't Break My Bank, other than NXT 2021 with Killer Karrion Kross and the haughty Scarlett on the front. Yeah, I didn't have much money because I just came back from the vet and paying a bunch more money to make sure that Nami's pancreatitis was good or gone. And I went to the shop because I needed to get some, I actually needed to get cat food nearby and I wanted to get food from the market. So I went to the shop looking around. I did pick up 1 or 2 boxes for the other channel, but that was because I traded in some old boxes that I had here that I didn't need anymore. And I figured, you know what, I need something wrestling. So this is the cheapest box on the shelf. So let's see what we got inside here. I think when I broke one of these, was it this box? I can't remember if it was this NXT box or another one. In one of the card pages, someone would like, why would anybody break that crap? And it's like, well, because I love NXT. I've always loved NXT. Yeah, there's probably a lot of like non-hits in here, like not that great of hits, but yeah, I still like breaking NXT, almost anything NXT. I wish they still had the 2020 NXT boxes. Remember that it was like the COVID box where it was just that big stack and the hits were inside. I really liked that set. That had like a really cool look to it, and there was some really good hits out of that one. So, why? I have no idea. No idea how. That is so weird. I had my iPad turned off beside me, and suddenly Jim Cornette starts swearing at me. That was creepy. All right, let's get into this. Let's see if we can see if there's any of our hits in. I don't even remember how the hits look. Oh yeah, the hits have a different back to them. That was always the easier way to find out if we had one of the hits in here. See, there's one of our hits there. So we're going to take that auto and we're going to put it up here. Now, we'll hide it behind Chase Parker. So you got to remember, there are 2 autos per box in these ones. Yeah, 2 autos per box. All I really got to do is look for the congratulations thing on there. El Hijo del Fantasma debuts. God, he just kind of, I don't know, Santos Escobar, he just kind of floats around. Roderick Strong, Johnny Sameface, Kushida versus Tony Nese. God, they can tell this is going back. Arturo Huas, Tyler Breeze is still in there. The Undisputed Era is still in here. Johnny Gargano becomes 3-time North American champion. And there's Austin Theory. Like, what happened to Theory? Theory just all of a sudden he's off the roster. Phantasma, Noam Dar, Kaylee Ray, Damian Priest brawls with Karrion Kross. That's something we should be seeing today. Like, now we should be seeing that on WWE. Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic. Or Dijak, better. Ridge Holland, is he still around? Because he kind of comes and goes. Killian Dane, Johnny Gargano. Oh, this is the set that has that. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is the set I was thinking of. This is the set that has those special Finn Balor cards in it. I'm pretty sure that this is the set that has those special Finn Balor auto cards. Because I really like those special Finn Balor auto cards that they had. I got an out of 10 one out of a box. For some reason, I'm thinking that was 2020 that had those Balors, but maybe it's this set that has the Balors in it. How do we only end up with 4 on this pile? We're going to go 5. All right, let's see. Remember, yeah, if you're looking at my hand, see all that? That's what happens when you try to clean a cat that can't clean itself. Big Quinn, our biggest cat, destroyed my arm and my leg. Just because he's too big to clean himself sometimes, so I need to help. I wasn't even bathing him. He ripped me so hard. There was blood on the ground when he was done with me on that one. Well, that's those weird illustrated cards. They were really good in other sets, and then in this set, they were just awful. I'm just seeing if we've got a congratulations card in this pile. Doesn't really look like it, but we have some numbered stuff. I hated this set because they changed the coloring of stuff, and it's like, oh my god, a red card. And then it's like, yeah, red's out of 25. Champa defeats Leon Ruff. I barely even remember Leon Ruff. Matt Martell. Matt Martell, I think, is like the only out of 10 auto I have from this set. Casey, Balor, Cross again when he was NXT champion. How did they drop the ball on those guys? Alright, Phantasma. Yeah, the purples in this set are what used to be the bronze. Swerve, Fancy Dingo, Balor again. Leon Ruff. Leon Ruff wins the NXT North American Championship. I don't know, maybe I'm mixing him up with somebody else, but for some reason he just doesn't stand out in my head. Timothy Thatcher, Big Bronson Reed, Malcolm Bivens, what an awful name they gave him. Angel Garza, Cross attacks at Tommaso Ciampa. See, all those guys. There was just, and it's, I wouldn't say that it was just one era of NXT. There was like a few groups of NXT that were just killer. Dexter Loomis, God, he's wasted now. Yeah, it's like when you look at that, when you look at the, God, the Undisputed Era, it was just so perfect at the time. And then what the hell happened? All right, there's the, like, is that the first group of lucha suits? I don't even know. Leon Ruff. I gotta go back and look up Leon Ruff again. Aaliyah. I finally got a hold of the blue out of 50 Aaliyah card from NXT 2017. It was the only blue card I was missing from my set. I think I'm down to only needing 5 cards to complete like 195 autos for that NXT, the NXT 2017 set. One of these ones feels heavy as hell. Maybe there's a relic or something like that inside there. Or did this set have relics? I remember one of the NXT sets didn't even have relics. Maybe not. Alright. Maybe I'm just losing it. Alright. There's another one of the Damian Priest. Like, it looks like somebody used like Microsoft Paint. It's like these are, if you're a Jim Cornette fan, these are just as bad as those, like the Cornette thumbnails that they had. They just fired the guy that does the Cornette artwork for his YouTube page, like Travis Heckley or something like that. I don't know. Everybody always raved about his stuff, but it's like, it was just like Microsoft Paint, and it was so basic. So are these. Dakota Kai, not around. Austin Theory, not around. Damian Priest, at least he's still around. Pete Dunne's under a mask now. Damian Priest versus Austin Theory. What happened with Austin Theory? Oh, hey. Holder of the Shula Fala, Bronson Reed. I'm starting to lose my voice again. Shia Lee. She's over in NXT now. Kushida versus Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher. Only Lorcan or only Lorcan. Yeah, these are just like Kyle O'Reilly. Joaquin Wilde. Yeah, looking at these packs now, it's like just like a flat. This is like NXT flashback now. So our other auto should be in here because there's supposed to be 2 autos. Never really. Of course, my luck lately with the NXT stuff is that I don't get what I'm supposed to get. But let's see. There should be one more auto in here. It looks like the auto we got up there is a numbered auto. So there's usually a numbered auto and a base auto in these boxes. There's our other congratulations. So let's use Priest to cover that one. Alright. Looks like we've got a base auto there. Is it? Yeah, out of 250. Alright. So we got a base auto, and we've got, I think up there, a purple auto. Behind that Chase Parker. Alright. Zach Gibson. Scarlett. What is that? Oh, Cameron Grimes. I forgot about Cameron Grimes. God, I've got a 1 out of 1 of Cameron Grimes from one of these sets. Only Lorcan and Danny Burch become the NXT champions. They were a great tag team. They're like one of those tag teams that people forget, but they were really good. I kind of think of them like the same as what was it? Old, way back in NXT. Blake and Murphy. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano brawl in the PC. That was always the best. Anytime Ciampa turned on Gargano and kicked the crap out of him was always my favorite. Breezango. Yeah, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. Killer tag team that most people don't remember. And same with Blake and Murphy. Blake and Murphy's another one. I think people might remember Blake and Murphy a little bit more because Alexa Bliss was their manager mouthpiece there for a little bit. But yeah, Blake and Murphy were such a good tag team back in the early days of NXT. And then Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch were great too. So it looks like we only got one numbered card. One numbered parallel is that 25. Because the rest of these are just the purples. Nothing else in here is colored. Yeah, this is back in the days of tops where parallels were not key. I blame Panini for that. Panini decided, you know what, Topps gives you 1 or 2 parallels, we're going to give you 427 parallels. So that if you're a breaker and you have to ship out all the parallels, you're going to waste all your money shipping all that crap out. Alright, so there we go. There's our parallel. Our out of 25, Tommaso Ciampa over Leon Ruff. We'll stick that over there with Clobber in time. Alright, well, let's go with the base auto. I know it's a sideways one. We've got number 50 out of 250 is going to be Dave Mastiff. Alright. A Dave Mastiff auto. Not something to jump up and down about. Not even really something much to go after. It's a rookie card, but it's a Dave Mastiff rookie card. I don't even know what happened to that guy. NXT UK, I don't even think, did he even come to WWE or did he just stay over in the UK? Alright, we got Chase Parker covering this one. It's a purple at least. I don't remember what the purple numbering is. Purple numbering, is that 99? I think purple numbering is 99. Bronson Reed. Oh no, it's a 75. Not a bad hit. Back when his auto was just a BR. See, that just proves that he was heading for the main event of WWE. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed, they all just signed their initials on their cards. Not bad though, because he's doing pretty damn good right now. It's not too bad of a hit. Not with, I would say, with the Dave Mastiff, even though the price of the box was like cheap as hell, I'm still thinking that Dave Mastiff kind of knocks it to, that was a more expensive Bronson Reed auto than I would want. Tommaso Ciampa, I've got a nice little Ciampa collection, so that can at least go in there. And of course we have the Terror Twins down there with somebody's Microsoft Paint. Their 5-year-old child painted pictures of those two. Alright, so there we go. Quick little break, fun little break. I think there's still a few more of these left on the shelf. A lot of the older Topps boxes, they've been creeping up in price, and lately the shop has been starting to get them closer to the prices in the US. I was going to buy some of the SummerSlam boxes because they were about 105 last time I was there. That's what they were listed on the shelf, but then when he punched it in, they're up to like about 130, 135 a box. So yeah, I didn't end up buying the SummerSlam boxes a couple weeks ago when I wanted to. I'm just going to stick with the NXT. NXT is always more worth it for the money. Even if I pick up a couple of the 2018 boxes for like 210 a box, at least there's 10 autos inside. That's better than anything else that's out there today. So that's it. Not bad. We got Big Bronson Reed, one of the main eventers right now. Dave Mastiff, one of the guys working the local Costco now, I would assume. And Tommaso Ciampa should be one of the biggest names in WWE, but for some reason he just never is. Probably because he keeps tagging back up with Johnny Gargano. Like, get away from Gargano. It's killing your career. Okay, that's it for me. See you guys on the next one. I don't know what we're gonna have next. We'll have something next, but yeah, actually, we should have some stuff next because I got some cool boxes coming in from Japan of the BBM stuff. So we're gonna get some old BBM on here. Plus, we're gonna get some mail days, and I'll pick up a few more boxes of some older Topps product. So if you're new here, like, share, subscribe, do all that crap that everybody always asks you to do, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.